All right, welcome to a very special of Unbiased Food. I'm Billy.
I'm Solomon.
Money.
All right, and today we're going to be doing a very special episode called "What's on Your Mind." Basically, we're just going to discuss about like what we want to talk about. But first, as always, as Unbiased Foods, we got to try out some foods. And today, Solomon's going to be our test subject, and he's going to be trying out some ribs. All right, Solomon, you ready?
All right, so we're gonna try the food soon here. So I'm gonna put on my mask, and everything is good. Okay.
All right, let's do this dish first. So I'll move this out of the way for you. All right, right here. Oh, move right here, right in front of you.
Okay.
Okay, you ready?
Yep.
All right, here you go.
So this is what I get to try,
Yep.
and then you guys get to try it next.
No, we're just gonna have you do it.
Yep.
Oh, just
Strictly
me?
you.
Just strictly me?
Strictly you, and then you can tell us which one you
Where's
like
the
better.
napkin?
Napkin is right here.
Yeah.
Right here.
Gotta create a bib. I think. Okay.
All right.
All right. All right. First bite. You guys can see. Oh, I love the cartilage though. That's the best.
Is there just something missing from that one? You think? Or no? Something you don't like about it?
Oh, I think it's really good.
We still got another one.
Now, this is just like I think this is just like I don't know, regular barbecue. I don't know. I'm not a super big
Yeah, barbecue man.
yeah.
Yeah. Knowing like the type of the wood they use, or
Yeah,
the technique they use. Yeah.
All right, let's try the next one.
All right, here. Cleanse your palate. You want your Sprite? You want your water?
Water. Let's do this Sprite.
Right,
Right,
right here.
Oh, here's your
Right
napkin.
here, yeah.
All right. Okay.
Alright.
Let me get another one.
That first one kind of tastes like sweet baby Ray's sauce.
Sweet baby Ray's sauce.
Yeah.
Ready?
Oh, you want some water cleanser or no? You good? Oh, here.
I guess that might as well.
Gotcha. All right.
All right. Dish number 2.
It's a big one.
Oh shit. This is a big ass motherfucker. Alright, I don't know. Okay.
I got you.
Wait, is there anything on this one?
No, there's nothing on there.
Shit, just let me do it, man.
Shut up.
I know, man.
This one has like a tang to it. I like this one too. I like both of them, to be honest.
But as always, if you can choose one.
Yeah, but I think this one is a beef rib, right?
No, they're both pork.
They're both
No,
pork.
both pork. It's just mega pork
Yeah.
rib.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, if I could choose, I think this one is more tender than the other one. But the other one, I think the other one holds more flavor. I think.
The other one holds more flavor.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right.
I mean, just my amateur opinion.
So if you were to eat it again, you would eat
Yeah, this mega one.
this mega one?
The mega one.
All right. Because you know what? The mega one, I cooked myself.
Mmm.
All right.
Nice.
My
Nice.
my little recipe. And then the second one was from Revival.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. Nice.
Yeah, but all right, you can take off your mask. We can get on to our topic.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Yours is. Mm-hmm.
Just move this out of the way.
Yeah, I ran out of time, so. What about mine instead?
Nice. Let me just.
Quick rinse. All right. And you know what's on my mind today is like what are some things that you guys wish that you guys would have learned like right after high school?
Ooh. For me, let's see. For me, I probably wished I knew more about like car insurance and just insurance in general.
Yeah, because you know they don't teach you that stuff in high school. You know, it's
No,
like
I mean, I think they touched base a little bit of it in like my econ class and stuff like that, but not like enough where they kind of just like just like brush over it, you know.
Like an introduction to it.
and then you have to go out there and explore and like find out like
Experience.
yeah, experiencing yourself, and they're like, oh, this is why it costs so much, or this is what this covers and this covers, you know. And like a lot of tier sets of car insurance, you know, yeah, like liability and
Yeah, because like they don't teach you anything about what any of those things mean. You know, like for Minnesota, like I think because I'm a paralegal, so I know a little bit about car insurance, and they don't tell you that there's like no fault insurance, which is like your insurance that covers you if you get into accidents. You know, like Minnesota's a no fault state, so that means that whether you cause the accident or not, then your insurance is supposed to cover your medical bills.
What are we talking about? No fault insurance?
Yeah.
They have a no fault insurance?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what it's called. Yeah, or it's actually called PIP coverage, which is personal injury protection.
Oh, okay, okay. That one I know.
But yeah. So most Minnesotans, someone don't know that, I think, or they think that no fault means that like they're just not at fault or something like that. But I mean, technically they are at fault if they cause the accident, but their insurance doesn't care, you know.
Yeah, who caused it? Because you were involved in a car accident.
Yeah, they just, as long as you pay for the premium, they're supposed to cover your ass.
Yeah.
Oh, but.
No, it's alright. I think we can swear. You know,
Yeah.
we don't need no filter.
Right, we're adults,
Yeah,
man.
we're adults,
We're all adults here.
So anyways, but yeah, you know, just like going back to the whole auto insurance, you know how there's like liability and there's full coverage.
Yep.
And then like some like I swear people don't read what they're given, you know, and then
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot to read.
yeah, there is.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then people just want to half-ass it, and then when it happens, that's when you need to know the details. And you're like, fuck, damn,
Yeah,
like this happened.
Yeah,
Why isn't it covered this?
Yeah, or like how much coverage you get, you know.
Yeah.
Because I think most of the time, if you just do regular insurance, you get up to 20,000 in medical expenses.
Yeah.
But then if you have another vehicle, you can do stacking, so that gives you
Oh,
40,000.
40,000 medical expenses.
But I mean,
Okay.
the average person probably doesn't have 2 cars. You know, just have one, unless they're a family.
Yeah.
And then they don't know about the glass coverage, the extra cost.
Yep,
Top of that
yeah.
too.
Oh yeah, the extra coverage, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why you pay for it, though. You
Yeah,
know?
it's worth it.
Yeah, I'd say.
If it happens.
Yeah, if it happens, it's worth it.
Yeah, but insurance companies, they never want to pay for your bills. You know, so it sucks. You pay for the premium, and then they never want to pay for your bill. Well, they pay for it to an extent, you know, until up to their standards.
All right. So, hey, what's some other stuff you guys want to talk about?
Shoot, like out of high school, we didn't know anything about credit, so that's something I wish I would have known right out of high school.
Yeah, they don't teach you that stuff too.
Yeah.
It's like you have to go above and beyond to learn
Yeah.
that stuff. You know, it's I don't know. Like some things in high school, I think like it's okay that they teach it, but it's not like useful stuff when you're
Yeah.
adults. You know.
Yep,
Like
like
math.
calculus.
I mean, like math. Well, depends. You know,
Yeah.
well, like depends where you want to go.
Yeah.
You know, if you want
It
to be
depends
like
what you're trying to do.
yeah, like if you want to be like an engineer or something like that.
You'll
then-
probably need to know calculus, but like for the average person, you know, as long as you
Algebra is
can
good enough.
add, subtract, divide,
That's it. You know, that's
you're
it.
good. You're good.
And then like you need to learn how to like use a calculator. But nowadays, dude, it's
Who
like,
uses a
I know who
calculator
uses a calculator nowadays. Like, they make you memorize all this crap. It's like it's useless because like the internet is so like open that anybody can just use the internet.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, you can
like,
ask Siri, you know, or Google.
Google, yeah. Or you just Google and be like, oh, how many pounds are in an ounce, and
Yeah.
then like it's right there. You need to fucking memorize that shit.
For
Anymore,
real.
you know?
No, they lied to us.
I know, but I guess because the technology is like getting up there, you know.
Yeah.
But hopefully, hopefully it's changed.
Mhm.
Hopefully.
Yeah. But it was like going back to like credit and shit, you know,
Yeah.
like you don't know what's a good credit score. Like I never knew until like
I didn't know until I was like maybe almost, I was like 19. No, I was like 21. or
Yeah.
something. That's when I really realized that.
You know, and
To
it's
have a
like,
good credit score, it has to be like above 700.
and like, there's like no other way to build your credit without having a credit card. Or you kind of build it with like cell phone bill.
Oh yeah, that's right.
But then I think in general, like, I'm not an expert, but
It's like
I think
credit cards and like loans. That's how you really build.
Oh yeah.
That's how you really build up your credit.
Yeah, yeah, pay stuff on time.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then like, and it's so hard to get like just like a loan in general if you
I
have
know.
no credit. And then if you get a loan, you get a shitty ass APR rate, which is like, I don't know, 30-20%. It's like, damn.
Especially when it's your first time getting a loan.
Yeah.
You get a really high interest rate.
Yeah, they don't teach you that. I think I remember in high school they taught like I said, they always touch base on it like a little bit, or if you were in those
Premium classes or IB,
AP classes,
Yeah.
then they like touch base more on it, but they have to for like, I think most of us, we just didn't take those classes. I don't know.
Yeah. One thing I want to talk about is like about health insurance. A lot of people don't know about health insurance.
I think even still nowadays a lot don't.
Not a lot of people know about it.
Yeah, because they're like you're under your parents until
26 right now.
26, and then after that, your parents are like, okay, you have to go get your own health insurance. You're like, what the hell? Where do I even start?
I know, like, what do you look at?
What's a good coverage?
Yeah.
It's a good plan.
And then, like, most people don't know that, like, your prescription drugs are covered under a different insurance than your health insurance.
Yeah. Awesome. I just found that out today.
Oh, see, you didn't know that?
No.
So let's say, okay, what health insurance are you with right now?
I think my workplace gives us health partners, if I remember correctly.
Okay, well, health partners, they actually, health partners is a little different, so they do the prescription drugs by themselves, so health partners, But then like for like Blue Cross, what handles Blue Cross, prescription drugs is Prime Therapeutics. Yep, and that's it. And then United Healthcare is Optum RX, and then UCare is called Express Scripts, but not a lot of people know about that, And they always complain about like, isn't it the same as my health insurance? Like, no, it's not. It's built differently. And just in general, like some people don't even know what their deductible is. Like what's the deductible?
You have a cap, but you have to meet before they.
I still don't understand that too. Like, what is that? The beginning of the year, I got like super sick.
Yeah.
And then I kept on going to the hospital, and then now I was like, what the hell? I thought I have health insurance, so they should be covering my shit. And then all of a sudden, I have a bill now that's like I think like $800. And I think like we just said, you have to pay the deductible.
And then
once you get your deductible, then everything after that they'll cover for it.
Yeah, but then there's some health insurance that have what's called co-insurance.
Yeah.
So you meet your deductible, and then you pay like a percentage.
Like a small co.
Yeah, like let's say like for instance like if you meet your deductible, and then once you meet that, then your company pays 70%, you pay 30%, right? And then you still have, if some companies have what co-insurance is like, you reach that co-insurance and then they fully cover everything. Yeah, not a lot of people understand that. Like, for instance, like my girlfriend, she was complaining about a $500 deductible. I was like, holy shit, dude, that's fucking garbage, dude. $500 is garbage. It's like,
there's a lot of them out there. They're like 3,000.
Yeah.
So the lower the deductible is better, or higher is better?
The lower deductible, the better, because the faster you pay that deductible, then the more the insurance will fully cover you. Yeah, but then like it also depends too. Like if you have like a copay, so let's say like some insurance is set up where like you have a $10 copay every time. So every time you pay the $10 copay, it adds up. It adds up to reach the deductible. Yeah, and then what a lot of people don't understand too is what they call the donut hole, which is bullshit kind of. It is, because it's literally like they jack up like your premium or your whatever you pay just to reach your deductible. So let's say that if my deductible is $3,000 and I haven't met it by like maybe
by the end of the year.
Yeah, by like October or something, and then supposedly my insurance is supposed to cover maybe X amount, but then once I reach that donut hole, they don't cover that X amount. They actually charge more because they want you to reach the deductible.
Yeah, I'm already lost in the sauce, man. I don't know. It's like so much to like. To
take in. It's like, I like, just because I deal with that every day, so I know about this stuff.
You're a little bit more experienced.
I was totally lost about health insurance until like I started working at Blue Cross. That's when like everything started making more sense to me. I'm like, okay.
Yep.
You got to be in the health insurance
to know
industry to actually like learn it and know it.
Yeah, and then like I said, in high school, they don't teach you about
Yeah,
that.
they don't teach you nothing.
But I'm pretty sure like people and talking like staff at high schools,
Yeah.
they probably don't know either, you know,
Yeah.
because it's really complicated.
Mhm.
And that's why like when you go to like a doctor's place, they tell you to call your insurance because that way your insurance can definitely tell you how much is coming out of your pocket,
Yeah.
how much is getting covered.
Right, and most people are just like, well, I don't want to be on the phone,
Phone for like
2 hours,
yeah.
you know, like on wait, on hold, and stuff like that. Man, that freaking sucks.
Oh, and always get a health savings account.
No, but then the thing with the health savings account,
It
it always,
sucks because like some places I know they every year if you don't use it you lose it.
Oh,
what?
That's how it was when I was at Wells Fargo.
Oh, dang, that sucks.
I know.
No, so
why doesn't they just roll it over? You know,
Yeah,
like, some
yeah.
people don't get sick at all for like a whole year.
Yeah.
And I just contribute so much in there, and I just lost it like that. And it was thousands of dollars too, man.
Oh dang, that sucks. And it doesn't get taxed, you know?
Yeah.
That's what's good about it. But the thing about a health savings account is that you gotta have a low tier in order to qualify for it. So let's say if you get like a very high tier health insurance, you're not qualified for
Yeah.
HSA, the health savings account.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
HRA, right?
No, it's oh man, I forgot what it's called. It's like it starts with an F. It starts with an F. But I don't remember that one. But the only reason I know about the HSA is because like I have that because it's like dude, we're young.
Does yours roll over too?
Yeah, mine rolls
Oh,
over.
damn.
Yeah, mine rolls over. Yeah.
What's
Yeah.
that one?
But yeah, like with the health savings account, you know, my perspective is like if you don't get sick, you don't go to the hospital a lot, you don't need the high tiers, the high health insurance tier. So so what I do is that I get the low tier, which I pay like about $30 a month, or $30 a paycheck, and then I have the health savings account, which I donate about like maybe like $100 in my check every month. So that way it builds up.
Yeah, and it's
you know,
good
just-
because you can use it for like anything, like over the counter meds.
No, not necessarily over the counter.
You can't.
No,
I know.
it just depends. It just depends.
Maybe it
But
depends on your plan.
yeah, but it mainly covers like your premiums, your co-pays, or your medication costs. That's what you can use those health savings accounts, or you know,
Dental.
or dental. Yeah, dental.
And
Yeah,
eye, vision.
Yeah, I thought that
Yeah.
those all are included in your health insurance. Well, they're all different. aren't
They're all
they?
different.
Yeah, shit.
yeah. See, like your dental's
They're
not
scamming
included.
us.
See, yeah. See, you didn't know about that, but your dental's not included. You need to apply for that. That's why you got to read the fine print of your health insurance.
Check the little box at the end.
yeah.
You want dental insurance.
Yeah, your dental and then your vision, that's separate.
Yep.
Yeah, so and dude, with the health savings account, dude, I pay my braces for that.
Yep.
So I help pay. So that helped too.
Damn.
Yeah, and it usually like your dental insurance doesn't cover that.
Yeah.
And if you just buy that basic dental insurance, they're not gonna cover your braces.
Yeah.
But I got that premium one where I pay a little bit extra. So then like they're like paying half of my about half for my braces, and then I pay everything out of my pocket. So yeah. See, just like that, dude. Like we never knew about that, and they don't teach you about that stuff in high school.
I don't know, these are like probably like essential things
To know, yeah.
I mean, maybe not like right after high school, but like in the next couple of years,
Yeah.
like
So
once
you
you leave their mom and dad's
Yeah.
house, or if you decide to
I
go
say
to
you should
college,
at least
you
like know some basics for like once you turn like 21.
Right. Yeah. Like a crash course. They do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean they do have class like sessions like for it, but
Yeah.
I don't think anybody's interested.
Right, or like they'll have like I remember seeing like flyers like that in high school too, you know, for those extra classes. But no one wants to go to those
Yeah,
classes
because
after
you
high
just
school,
sit
you
there
know.
Yeah,
like-
yeah. When you're in high school, you just be like, man, I just want to get out of school.
I know.
Right, you know,
Yeah,
like
but-
just trying to kick it after.
Go home and with friends.
Yeah, just go. Yeah. but you know, it's because it's boring. It takes time, you know. But in the end, I mean, in the long run, it's more beneficial for you because you know about it. But then there's also like you can talk to people, and some people might know about it, some people might not. So you know, it just depends on like your group of friends or
Right. You know.
yeah. But yeah, you know, one thing I also want to talk about was since we're like first generation born Americans, dude, it's like our parents never paved the road to us, you know, for a career path. You know, they always tell you want to be a doctor,
Yeah,
a
engineer.
lawyer. No, not me. I didn't even hear about engineer. It was just like looking like doctor, lawyer, or what's another one?
That's why I said if
Oh,
No.
business.
I don't really hear about business. It's just mainly doctor and
like
lawyer.
if an Asian guy won president, man, our expectation to be higher now. Now we gotta
To be a president. Yeah, it's like that. Yeah, and you know, you look at all these people who had the opportunity, and then like it's, I mean, not like I'm not talking about like us, I'm talking about like everybody else that the parents were here like for a long time.
Right.
You know, they already paid their role for their kid, and then they tell them what to do and what not to do. But then for us, we had to learn everything ourselves, and it's hard. It's hard if you don't know anybody. And but you know, the information is always out there, but it's a lot easier when like
if your parents knew a little bit more,
or you knew people who knew about
exactly.
it. Yeah, you know,
And they could direct you to the resources that you needed.
Yeah, and like growing up.
Oh yeah, even now my parents are still like, I thought that you were gonna become a doctor. I'm still waiting, you know, I'm still waiting for you to become a doctor.
But you know, and they praise that title so high. It's like why can't you praise like a business owner? You know, because like sometimes business owners, they make way more than like doctors and lawyers. But I guess it was just that pedestal that immigrants put.
Yeah, it's set for us.
Sorry, mom. Sorry, dad.
There's no doctor, lawyer here.
None of us here.
Yeah, yeah. But you know, it's. I did you guys ever try to go that path?
I think when I first went to college, I did go into a biology major, and then like I thought it was gonna be okay because you know in high school biology and chemistry was like just pretty easy for me, and then in college that shit was fucking hard. I don't know what it was, maybe too much partying, you know, not going to class, you know. But it's one of those things where it's just like was more challenging than I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. That's all it was, though.
Yeah, and just switch majors. Yeah.
I mean, I always when I was in high school, like I told myself I wanted to be a dental hygienist, but nope, didn't happen. Right out of high school, nope.
Why? How come?
I don't know. I just lost interest in it, and then I just thought about it, and I'm like, no, I can't see myself doing that no more.
Right, because there's a difference between getting to that career and then like all of a sudden you freaking hate your job. You know, like if you're a doctor and you freaking hate being a doctor, then you're just in it for the money, and you can only be in it for the money for so long because you know you're still doing it day in and day out. You're gonna be like eventually get burnt out, or
that's the thing.
or like you're gonna be careless about your job. You're like, I don't care no more. Like I only did this for my parents, you know, like or something like that. Yeah, doing it for the money.
Job, you're gonna take it on all your patients too.
Yeah, you have a bad day and you slapped a little kid in pediatrics. Just kidding. They don't. I don't think they ever do that. Yeah, I have a friend right now, and he's starting to become a doctor too, and he told me like he was like, in the future if I have kids, I would tell my kids only if you really want to be a doctor, then do it because it's really hard work, you know. And that's what he's telling me. He loves doing that type of stuff, so like he likes it a lot, you know. But he'll tell his kids if they don't like it, then don't even think about it.
I don't think about it.
Because now he's like, I think he said he's like 150K in debt now, you know. So like he's in it for the long run now, you know. Like because once he quits, then it's like, well, shit, you know. Now the banks are gonna come after him and stuff.
That's one of my coworkers told me that her brother-in-law is a surgeon, and he's doing his residency, and he kind of regrets doing it because it's like he's so much in debt. He's like, man, I'm in debt.
He probably won't be debt free until like another 20, 30, 40 years, you know.
Because all that interest rate that you don't pay off. Yeah, but man, high school don't teach you none of that stuff, you know.
They didn't teach you if you go to college and be in debt like that.
Yeah. They always like just be like, oh, get good grades, you'll get into a good college, and you're like, okay, I got to college, and now I'm in like a lot of debt because I don't know what I want to do. You know, or like you think that you know what you want to do.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not saying all students like don't know what they want to do. You know, some kids are like driven like right away, like, oh, I'm gonna be a doctor. That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
You know, but like.
Sometimes it just takes a little bit more time than you know.
Yeah.
And like, dude, I tell my younger brothers all the time, you know, figure out what you want to do. Don't rush into it, you know. Take a few classes here and there, and if you like it, then pursue it. Don't have your mindset yet, you know.
Right.
Like at least, especially for like your first 2 years of college, you know, like kind of explore what you want to do.
Right. That's what they have general there. You know?
Yeah.
You know, or just or people could just take a year off after high school to really think about what they want to do. You know, like
explore.
because sometimes
work.
yeah, like I like sometimes think that maybe I should have done that too. You know, then I would have had like a better idea. But because you know, like your parents are always like, okay, you go to school, boom, you go straight to college. You know, and then
They kind of give you that pressure.
Yeah, they
right
really
after
do.
high school, you
Yeah.
gotta go straight into college.
yeah, and especially because I'm like the oldest son too, so they're like, all your siblings are gonna follow you. You know, so I'm
You
like,
gotta set a
oh.
good example.
So they're like, if I don't go to college, then they're like, man, they're gonna make us lose face, you know, or like, our son is not in college, he's not doing anything. Like, well, yeah.
I don't know. It's just like they have that mindset. They put a college degree on such a high pedestal,
Yeah.
and then even though if you get like a certain degree, you know, sometimes you don't really use that degree.
Majority of the people that get the degree, they don't be using.
Yeah.
They don't go to the field what they went to.
Yeah, it's. I think I heard a statistic about like 40% of people who have a college degree don't even use it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
It's just a piece of paper.
piece of paper.
Yeah.
That's it. And that company just wants their affirmation about that
Yeah.
you have a college degree.
Yeah, was it when I was working? I was working at Wells Fargo also, and then what is it? My boss, I think she had a art degree, you know, and
Oh, yeah.
yeah, and now she just like had a job at Wells Fargo and then just kind of moved up the chain, and I forgot which department it was, but it
My
was
boss had a bio degree. She was
Yeah.
my manager. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
A bio degree at Wells Fargo.
Yeah.
Man, it's like you would never expect that,
Yeah.
you know,
Mhm.
because I'm pretty sure someone down the line they change their mind. They're like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, I don't want to do this anymore. Or,
Yeah, or like it just wasn't. They couldn't find a job in their
field.
yeah field, or they found a job, but it wasn't making them enough money. You know, like yeah.
But still, you know what I say is that pursue your passion, not that money.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, because
You enjoy it more.
Yeah, you enjoy it more. Yeah, like
Yeah, because money will come, you know, and you can't take money with you to the grave too, you know.
Yeah.
So I mean, you could, you know, but it's like wherever afterlife, you know, whatever you believe in, you don't usually take that with you.
Yeah.
You know, so
that's why I say just do what makes you happy. You know, just don't do it for the money. But some people have some different ideologies. You know, so that's them.
yeah.
They're sitting there complaining like, "Fuck, I hate my job." I was like, well, "But you chose it."
Yeah.
You know?
Remember what I used to do? I made really good money, but I hated my job.
Yeah, see, it's just like that. You know, it's good money, but it's like,
Yeah.
fuck. you
Yeah,
can't-
like it's like spiritual suicide, you know, like you like killing yourself, you're killing your spiritual.
It's like the only
energy.
time you actually like your job. It's like, oh man, you see your paycheck. Like, oh
Yeah.
hell yeah, I
For
love
like
this
10
job.
seconds.
Yeah.
I was like, man,
But then when you start working, it's like, oh man, I fucking hate my job, man.
Yeah.
Fuck, it's Monday. Damn, I gotta go to work.
Yeah, I still got.
It's like, man, I wish my boss would fire me today.
But yeah, like I said, some people just want to chase that money. I know a couple of people that chase that money and they complain all the damn time.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, you put yourself in a situation.
I would be like, just quit, you know, like when you are forced in a position where like you quit and you're like, oh shit, I have to find a job or I have to do something, you know, then it kind of like motivates you like, okay, well, if I quit today, then I can force myself to pursue something that I want to do, you know.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's also not a good idea too. But it's just like, you know, some people do that, you know, to like a forceful growth or something.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, take one step back, take two steps forward.
yes, exactly.
Yeah, it's like
you know,
that. Yeah.
like a lateral shift or a backward shift to
Yeah.
move in the right direction. You know?
But then the thing is that some people they're too scared. They don't want to take that. They don't want to take that
Yeah,
risk.
Yeah.
You know. But it's really up to that person too.
Right.
Yeah.
You know,
So,
right, at the end of the day, it's, you know, you put yourself in your own shit.
For real.
Yeah, or you either dig yourself out of the hole or you stay in the hole that you dug yourself
Or
in.
you can do yourself deeper.
yeah, take yourself deeper. But as long as you're happy, right? As long as you're not
Right.
stressful or like hating your job.
Yeah.
You know, dreading Mondays.
Yeah.
So.
I think what I hate most about Mondays is just waking up early. You know, like I think that most of the time it's as long as I'm up, then I'm fine. But like it's just that waking up, it's like damn.
Yeah.
I just wish I had like another hour of sleep.
That the motivation. Oh, I get myself up.
You know.
Have the hour extend to another hour, another hour.
Okay, I'm ready to start work at noon now.
And that's what the weekends are for.
Right.
That's what I say, man, dude. I sleep in the weekends because like I want to catch up with my sleep because I'm gonna get sleep in on the weekends.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I think another thing that out of high school that a lot of kids or teenagers, they don't know is how to cook.
Oh yeah.
Because like unless you always live with your parents, but even though you always live with your parents, sad to say, but they eventually will pass. But you're gonna have to eventually learn how to cook. I mean, just like essentials. Like when I left college, thankfully my mom was just a really good cook, so I like, always learned how to cook with her. But my siblings now, they like don't know how to cook. Like the easiest thing they know how to do is when they know how to make eggs and hot dog, sandwiches, and ramen, easy stuff like that. But if we don't leave any meat out or we don't leave any meat to defrost or anything like that, I think they will starve. And my siblings are all like 18 and 16, so like right after, it's like we are still cooking for them, it's like, well, when are they gonna cook for us?
Right.
Like if we don't, So I think that's a really essential skill too, to learn how to cook, is learn how to cook, or at least basics of cooking. And I think in high school, most of the time, like you're like, I remember they have home ec in my high school, but then you get made fun of because like, oh, you're a guy, you're gonna go learn how to cook, but actually, I think most girls find guys that can cook more sexy.
But then that was just like our male ego.
Yeah, in high school, you're like, oh man, I can take home ec, but you always walk by, you're like, damn, it smells hella good in there. Like, what the heck?
Don't eat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
My little brother's the same way. He used to never cook until like my older sister pushed him to learn how to cook. Cause he would like always like go out to eat McDonald's.
Yeah, wasting money.
Yeah, wasting money.
Like,
It's like you can just buy the food and just cook it at home, and then you can prep yourself like maybe like the whole week.
Yeah.
Maybe like at least a day or two. But they just don't see it like that because they need that quick.
that easy
Quick fix.
Yeah, that quick fix. Yeah, that's what they need. So, you want to talk about that money?
Financial. You gotta learn how to save money.
Save money.
Yeah. I'm still pretty bad at it though. A lot.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm still pretty bad at that too, but I guess it's just your habit. I'll say that's like a personal.
Maybe like money management.
Yeah, money management.
Like money management, because I know there's probably some people that save money but they don't spend any of their money.
Oh yeah, I know.
Right. So I think it's more about money management. Like learning how to really budget yourself. Like saying like, okay, I got my check, I paid for all my bills, I can. Now, like most people are like, oh, okay, I have like $400 left. I'm gonna spend it all.
Oh yeah, and instead of that, you can like, spend like maybe 10% of it.
Yeah, and then you can plan for other things like easier, like trips and stuff like that.
I think what really helped me out on managing my money is once you move out of your parents'
Oh
house.
my God, yeah.
Then you have to like
you don't
really,
realize what money you spend.
Yeah, or how much it is living by yourself.
That's a lot more.
Yep. You have to prioritize. Your money. Like this is for rent. This is for bills.
Right.
This is for insurance. But you don't learn that stuff. I mean, you kind of get a grasp of it, but you don't really.
You're forced to learn it real quick. Like I remember in college, like when I first moved out from the dorms and lived with some of my friends, and we're just like, oh shit, we had to instead of doing work study, we had to get another job, to pay for our houses and stuff like that. It's just. I remember one time, I had only $10 left in my account, and I was like, "Fuck, man, I don't get paid for another 4 or 5 days. What am I gonna do?" They always, in college, you always want to go out and go have fun. You always have to say no to your friends. Like, no, I can't go out, man. I can't go out. If we stay home here, we can do something here, but if we go out, I can't go out with you guys.
Too broke to spend that. Let's just stay in and just have fun here.
Yeah.
Save some more money.
But yeah, that really forces you to learn how to manage your money too.
But you're another thing is just what they didn't teach you in high school that I really want to push on is networking.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's like they just tell you go here and then you will learn all this. But then like networking plays a real key. Because like if let's say like if you want to start something like or you want to get into something, you need to know someone to, or it's well, you don't need to know them, but it's easier to know that person. Or,
like people skills, you know,
Yeah.
just being able to talk to random strangers because like you never know that random stranger might be, you know,
a CEO or
CEO, VIP, or a VP of like a big company, you know, stuff like that. You know, like even now, like my workplace, we have like marketing events, and like I'm like forced to talk to like, not like forced, but I'm supposed to talk to like the chiropractors, you know, or people just to like make friends, stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
Like, it's so hard to do small talk with them because like I don't know what to talk about. You know, like I just feel like it feels like whenever I talk to them, I feel like so forced. You know, so it's like I wish they would have taught more people skills in high school. You know, because like in high school you always just like hang with your friends. You know, so you think that you're social. You know, but you're just
You're
of
just
course
in your
you're
little bubble.
Exactly, you're in your little bubble, so of course you're gonna be comfortable with your bubble. But throw yourself, if you force yourself out there, and then you're like, oh shit, I don't know.
Yeah.
You know what to do, like
You don't know how to like start conversations.
Yeah, and there are people that are just naturally good at that too.
Yeah.
You know, like they just don't. But I think if there was something that I wish I would learn in high school, would be like more people.
More people skills. Yeah. Just like this is from my point of view. I feel that you know when you talk to like a friend off the street, it's gonna be different.
Yeah,
the different
definitely.
tone from like you talk to a professional person.
Right.
Like for instance, like my boss, I talk to him in a totally different tone versus like if I was talking to my coworkers. This
Right.
you know, it's like that's their boss.
Yeah.
You know, some people don't do that change, and then me personally, I think that looks bad because they don't know how to adjust to that.
Yeah.
Because like you know, you don't be swearing to your boss unless your boss swears at you first. You know,
Right,
talks to you like.
Unless your boss already gives you that little leeway, you know, or he's like joking around, or you're like on that boss slash, you know, like your next level relationship with your boss, you know.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
You know, where you're okay to throw some jokes at
Yeah,
him,
yeah.
jokes at him or her,
Yeah.
you know, stuff like that. But there's still always like, I'm always still like, oh, I don't know if I should say that to my boss. It's still my boss. You know, like,
And that's what I said. That's where people skills come in, you know. So they like
exactly.
you need to like be able to like adjust to like who you speak with. You know?
being able to read their body language and stuff like that. Yeah.
Even like talking to like old people, you know.
Mhm.
You talk to them different. Like we can't use like modern day slang.
Yeah.
And they're gonna be like, what the hell is this? What the hell are you talking about?
They won't even understand what you're talking about.
Yeah. And you're like, oh, are you gonna get lit? They'd be like, what's lit? You know, it's just like that.
Are we lighting something? Lighting something or what? Even now, like when with like the younger crowd, there's like all this new language that even like we don't know about.
Yeah.
Like all those acronyms.
Yeah. Like for instance, like thought. You know,
Yeah.
Thought for the longest. I'm like, when I first heard it, what the heck is the thought? And he had like
Urban Dictionary.
Or like a ratchet. Like, what are you talking about? Like a tool ratchet? You know?
Mhm. Yeah, like how does that make? Like how does the word ratchet mean that female or that man is ratchet?
Yeah.
You know, like a ratchet is a tool.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Kids and their slangs
Yeah.
nowadays.
Oh, I mean, that's ratchet tool. People use tools, so that makes you a ratchet
Because you
person.
use
That makes more sense.
But you know that's wrapping up. That's about what, almost an hour now. A little bit under an hour, but
A little under, but
so. But you know, for the next topic, you know, I plan to bring on a professional person. So you guys, a child psychologist.
Mm.
Yeah. So that's what I'm planning to bring on to you next to our little talk here. So if anybody has any questions or they want to know,
Comment below.
Comment below. Let us know. Maybe he can answer, maybe he can't because there's regulations what he cannot say. So you know.
He might be able to answer some questions, not all the questions.
Yeah.
You know, so that's really cool.
Yeah.
Looking forward to that.
You know, watch. So stay tuned to the next episode. All right. Thanks, guys.
hey guys.